Hi, this is Christoph, together with Justine on the podcast. What's our topic of today, Justine?
So today's topic, I think, is going to be about how long do we need to spend every day in meditation, hypnosis, to be able to effectively access altered states, good altered states to create change. What are your thoughts, Christoph?
Do we have a choice? I thought we needed to be 24 hours, 7 days a week in meditation.
Oh, yes, of course we do. I think fortunately, I think our minds are now spiritually, we're getting to a place where luckily we can fit having a busy life and jobs and children and kids and partners and all of the stuff. We can actually fit it in with other things, with the hypnosis. What's your routine, Christoph? Like, do you have a routine? What
I do have a routine. Let's say 5 to 7 minutes a day. I take some time, go lay down on the floor, soft. Take a yoga mat or something, and then I actually put my feet a little bit higher as my head, in 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So my lower back relaxes, my psoas muscle relaxes, and I listen to a recording. I like it. It's actually working really well. And for my clients and my students, I teach them to do something really easy to go in trance. And it takes about 2 minutes. And I advise them to make a routine also 2 times a day, 2 minutes. And it works really well for the manifestation process for them. And the most important thing, I think, is to make a routine, to make a habit. It's just like brushing your teeth. I mean, no one forces you to brush your teeth. If you don't do it, after a while, your mouth is tasting funny. But if you do brush your teeth maybe twice a day, you have a sound and good tasting mouth. But I don't believe in routines of 2 times 25 minutes or whatever. That's too much for me. It doesn't work. It's spirituality needs to be very practical and doable. And for me, that's really easy because it doesn't take that much long of time. What about you?
It's the same. So I've never been the kind of person that could sit down for half an hour and meditate or learn to quiet my space. I have a very busy mind, but also even when I am doing spiritual stuff, I tend to go from being, quite conscious to very deep very quickly. So I'm the same as you. We teach our clients a way with us so that they can learn to go into quite a good altered state, quite a good state of what you would call trance very quickly using just a few keywords. I know prior to learning the processes that we do, I could never, ever, ever, ever even imagine being able to do what I can do now in 60 seconds going into trance. And it did happen with, I like to call it the mind mapping, where we guide a person into quite a altered state. I don't like calling it deep anymore because to me it's I call it becoming super conscious, meaning going above consciousness. So there's more of a heightened awareness, or even sometimes coming out of our body, so much then going deeply relaxed. But when we can take someone into such an altered state and then get the mind to map it there and put on those keywords, then the magic happens. I know, Christoph, with you can have me in a very way out there altered state, probably just by saying, close your eyes, Justine, and then I'm gone, you know. So even when I'm myself during the day, being in and out of trance quite a lot with the work that we do, if I did want to go into trance to create a change, maybe I've got a sensation in my body I don't like, maybe I'm wanting to create some kind of future, it's only a few minutes. It's only, once again, like you know, having a little bit of quiet time. Tonight I did it in the hot pools, where they're not deep hot pools, you know, and I had my arms up, but you know, just, you know, going into a space and you know, actively actually well, it's not visualizing, but you know, actually with an intention of going into that space to create something. Yeah.
I think a lot of people who meditate would be jealous that we can reach those altered states of consciousness in a few seconds. I always make fun teaching my students, and I take a chronometer, say, okay, go in trance, and then say yes if you're there, and poof, in a few seconds they're already there. That's one of the advantages using hypnosis. Otherwise, it's a stupid word. Many people have a bias against it.
Yeah.
But anchoring a certain state, so you can recall it by choice. You can experience it by choice after a few seconds. It's really awesome. And then applying it. Yeah. But of course, we have an advantage. It goes the process in itself to choose to go to an altered state of consciousness is really fast, and then apply the altered state of consciousness into something which is beneficial for you in order to do whatever you would like to do. I mean, you can use meditation or trance for whatever reason, maybe beneficial for your health, maybe with a specific outcome, maybe not, maybe for information or help or whatever it is. The practical application, you should choose why you would like to do it. But yeah, for us, it goes really, the process goes really fast.
I thought it good. I was just thinking while you were talking, Christoph, was, you know, if people find it hard believing that you can go into these altered states very quickly once you know, map it, or once you're working with someone to take you into that space. If you think about just closing your eyes and taking yourself back to a really awesome time, or taking yourself to a horrible time, and how that makes your body feel, you know, then you can kind of get it into your mind a little bit of what we're actually doing. You know, a person's experienced something, and we're taking that, guiding their mind back there, and so they can know how it feels to be there. And it's the same kind of concept. You know, we naturally think about, you know, yesterday when we had a fight and it makes us feel angry. And what we're doing is, when the clients actually experience what it feels like to be in an altered state, then it's so much easier to go back there, especially with the words and the it's kind of the ceremony to get there. Use these words to go into the space, and the mind knows what to do. So you can kind of see how, for people that don't believe that could be a possibility, how we're actually doing the same kind of thing every day, all day, with memories and with the things that we do every day. Yeah.
Of course, every time you shift a feeling, if you go from sadness to happiness, you are creating the altered states by yourself. Yeah. It's all about different brainwaves, but you need the different brainwaves to go from one state to another. You switch back and forth the whole day. I mean, we are all human, we are not robots. So at this moment, I feel quite happy, and maybe in an hour I feel sad, and in 2 hours I feel mad, and it goes back and forth the whole day. Only what we are doing, and many people together with us, is just making it more conscious and giving you a step-by-step guide. If you do this, then you will have that outcome. So it's more conscious and it's easy.
So Christoph, when you go into quite a deep or high, whatever you call it, altered state, what does it feel like for you?
I feel a sensation in my eyes. Most of the time I get a tear or a few tears, and then I feel so blissful. It's like coming home, and then the magic happens. And for me, it gives me a signal. Okay, I have these tears, I have this blissful feeling. Okay, I am there. There's no other things going on that gives me a proof something is happening.
Yeah.
Because I can still do that with my eyes open, walking around. I don't have to sit down or lay down and have my eyes closed. But it's helpful for me that I sense something differently. What about you?
I think it's really interesting thinking about how it actually feels, because when you do it, it's just so instant. So if I go into trance, I feel like I can do it quite easily. So I also have a sensation, a good feeling, a positive, a light feeling, but it's almost as though I lift up out of my body a bit. So it's almost like the sensation of me or who I am or consciousness lifts out of my body. So I'm like not there 100%. So that's the kind of feeling that I get when I feel myself go. And like sometimes I do pop off and do other things when we're doing our work together.
For our listeners, it's important to know that this is unique. I mean, this is unique for you. Unique. It's unique for me. It's
very different. Yeah.
Every person is different. Yeah.
I know some people, like I work with some people, and they feel incredibly so relaxed and so heavy, not in a bad way, but so relaxed, like a baby, that if they went to move, they couldn't. And it's blissful as well. And then I have other people that when they go into that space, when they come back out in that space, I can communicate with them and chat with them. But when they come out, they have no memory of what we did or conversation that we had. All they remember is feeling amazing. So it is very, very unique to everybody, and it's probably like our senses. We were talking about in another one that we did, where we're all very unique, and I guess how we feel, this is also very unique.
And it's important to explore whatever you are feeling or experiencing, because otherwise you tend to compare yourself to another person, and then you think, oh, I must be doing it completely wrong. But that's kind of stupid, because you are you, and the other person is the other person. Mm-hmm. So don't compare yourself to other persons, and start to explore it on your own.
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't need to take much time, but please make a routine daily. It's beneficial for you. It's good for your health. It's good for your mental well-being.
If it's something that you struggle with, to reach out, because this is another one of those things that when someone guides you, especially a few times, when you're being guided into a space where someone can ask the mind to release anything that needs to be released to get you into a deeper space. Sometimes it is easier working with someone first, so that you really can get that sense or that feeling of what it's like, and then tap into it again at home. So yeah, there's people all around the world that we know that can do this. So it doesn't matter where you're listening to this from. If you want a session or online, we can organize people in your area or even us to help you with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And maybe this is something fun for our listeners. If you respond to leave a comment or so, and if we have enough people, maybe we can do a group session.
Yeah. Completely. That'll be really good. Awesome. So leave a comment telling us your experiences. Have you guys, do you do it at home? Do you have a routine? Do you feel you can experience a blissful space or whatever it would be for you? Let us know in the comments. It'd be really good to hear from you.
See you next time.
See you later.